say I wouldn't make it, but it's happening quick. Hating on me now.
Hello, world. We're here, serving Savannah, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Brooklyn, Houston, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and the world. The best music all the time. The greatest songs ever made, every time. Tune in to Hot 2100 Savannah and get a taste for your ears. Hot 2100 Savannah, serving Savannah and the world.
When it comes to the city, I'm the key. Gotta go to court in the morning for a plea. What you gotta pay to get, I hit that for free. And when I'm in the streets, yeah, I gotta tote that heat. It's hard for you to touch it, cause I stay up out of reach. Talking about ends dirty, I'ma make them meet. I've been down too long, I'd be damn if I don't eat. If you want someone to try, I'd be damn if it's me. I see why you mad, you ain't swagging like this.
All right, we're back another Sunday. It is 6 o'clock, and we are on our Black Media Network with the Watchdogs. And we have a long-lost friend joining us, on video at least. I heard he was excited about an announcement by a young lady. But we'll talk about that in a moment. How's it going? Clinton,
It's going very well, very well. Everything is going good up here in Atlanta. How about you two down there in Savannah?
Clinton, you gotta unmute yourself, but all is well here at least for me. You know, other than property taxes, I mean, I'm good.
I survived the property taxes for now. Let's see how I survive next year.
Well, I've got to place the exemption back on the house. I don't want you to understand. I want people to really understand. Dante, you won't believe this, and I got the numbers to prove it. The exemption came off of the house because it was transitioning over. You're looking at about 368% increase.
Yeah. I don't even have it.
Yeah. So. And that's amazing. I mean, salaries are being paid. We know that much.
Yeah, we know that much. It's a good way to start the conversation, Bobby.
Right. I may not eat, but you know, salaries are being paid, and we're excited. I'm glad to be a philanthropist for the city of Savannah.
Let's just depress people right off the bat, you know.
Right. Speaking of, which is off topic, but how do y'all feel? Is there any merit to this whole idea of removing was it property tax or state income tax? State income tax.
State income tax.
Yeah and no. There's merit to it, but we all know they'll just redistribute taxes in another way. Because I doubt that it's going to lower the cost for anyone. The moment they eliminate that specific tax, they'll just transfer the prices over to a different tax. So we're going to end up paying it one way or another. I didn't mean to depress anybody. Sorry.
No, I have to agree with Clint. That's absolutely right. They are talking about it in the state house. Both parties are. But if they look to Florida and Texas, property taxes have increased there. So I don't know if this is actually going to be beneficial, as Clint said. It might sound wonderful, but something is going to increase because somebody has to pay for these schools and all these other local stuff that us taxpayers enjoy utilizing.
You know what I'm interested in? Where's all of the money from the ports going?
That's a very good question. Savannah Port actually made a lot of money. Each year, more money than they've increased since COVID going up.
Yeah.
So
that's a good question. I think a lot.
Very good question.
I hope I don't end up in an awkward position, but I just would love to know where that income is coming. Impact fees as well. I mean, some of these municipalities have impact fees. I just want to know.
Well, didn't we give a reprieve on impact fees almost a decade or more ago for the port? So we're not getting anything that I know of. I mean, could y'all educate me on this?
You're getting zero to my knowledge.
Is that
right? Oh, the city? Oh, yeah, no.
Don't you think it's time we, I don't know, reverse that action? Give it a time to help the ports out. I think we more than help the ports out at this point. Or am I incorrect?
I would love to know. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall when that conversation happened. Like, who negotiated that deal? I mean, was this eminent domain with a shot of steroids kind of a deal? Like, this is crazy. Like, who? It's almost like if you look at the city of Savannah and the Highlands, who negotiated this stuff?
I think
Who thought that would be a good idea?
I think it was a time when we were trying to stimulate the economy. Well, I think we've more than stimulated it now.
It's on Hercules right now, you know.
Right.
I just, you know. But on other news, the traitor. How dare she? Marjorie
How dare
Taylor
she?
Greene. How dare she be a traitor?
How dare she go up against Daddy Trump?
Right. You know,
She should know the consequence.
you know what intrigues me with politicians, not public leaders, but politicians, is I'm all fun and games with you. I'm all giggly googly until it impacts me. And when she saw those health insurance and premiums jump sky high and her family's involved, oh my God. Isn't that interesting? We don't think about our neighbors when we're in these seats. We only think about it when it impacts our pockets. Oh my goodness, what's going on here?
You know, the only thing that I have to say about this, Trump really showed his hand through all of this. Everything people say about him is starting to kind of come to fruition. The fact that Margie Taylor Greene had some concerns and was voicing those concerns, he decided to lash out at her, which then made her resign from her post. I don't even know what Margie Taylor Greene was one of the first people out there advocating very hard for Trump ever since he became elected president. And if he is going like this on her, I mean, I can only imagine what he would do to Ivanka if she said something against him. I don't think this is good for the Republican Party. I think this is actually going to fracture the Republican Party. Trump just need to go ahead and really release the Epstein files. This is his Achilles heel right now. This is something so simple. He's the one who talked about it on the campaign trail. Since you talked about it, you kept bringing it up. It is now here at your desk where you can literally do something about it. And if you have nothing to hide, then just go ahead and put it out there. The problem that Trump finds himself in, honestly, the problem that Trump finds himself in, and he's not willing to say it, his donors are probably mixed up in there. And both parties' information. Both parties' information are just mixed up in it, Democrats and Republicans, because this thing has been going on far too long. And the only thing that the media and both parties are doing are playing football and playing with people's emotions. The fact of the matter is both parties know exactly what that man was doing, because that man has donated money to Republicans and Democrats. And some of them like to party with him because they wanted those name recognition and like to be with the cool rich kids, Donald Trump. So, you know, I think let's just go ahead and release all of this information and get it behind us.
What did we learn from P. Diddy? I mean, let's be for real. Birds of a feather flock together. And I hate to say it, but I won't be surprised if the Clinton one is on there. I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump is on there. The problem is, this is the problem. The fact of the matter that you all had knowledge of he was a pedophile and you still wanted to hang around him is a major ethical issue with me. If I'm not saying shun him, I'm not saying all that, but I would find it hard to believe that I'm gonna be all up in your business, your call logs, anything. We ain't about to be cool like that. But everybody different than me. That's my problem. It's like, did y'all just excuse the fact that this is going on? The fact that you knew it and like that's where I'm at with it. What do you think, Clinton?
I think we're missing the point here. I think it's far more sinister. I think a lot of people on that list are agents, assassins, gun runners, people that easily kill individuals that are close to Donald Trump, easily threaten Donald Trump. So even if he's not on the list, he knows that if that gets out and it's not redacted, people are going to die by accidents. All these accidents are going to start happening. But you gotta realize a lot of dangerous people participated in this human trafficking ring. People that kill other people partook in this human trafficking ring. And
slavery.
Right. And if they have no problem killing people for their country, why would they have a problem killing you to keep your mouth shut and to keep the Epstein list from getting out? So even if Trump is innocent and didn't partake, all the people that he knows, or some of the people he knows, did partake, and a lot of dangerous people were involved in this, and they have no problem killing everyone close to him. So yeah, I don't think this list is going to be released, and if it's going to be released, it's going to be redacted in order to keep people from, I don't know, shooting themselves in the back of the head.
This is out of control. This is food. This is deep.
Yeah, so a lot of people are going to die if the list is back released.
Well, let's go back to the topic now. MTG. Why? I thought y'all were in love with MTG. What happened? The love has ended because she disagreed?
No, I still love her. I have no problem with it.
I mean, honestly, I still like Margie Taylor Greene. I don't agree with everything that she say. I kind of support her on this issue. I'm going to stick with the people in my state versus the federal government. So I'm sorry, Trump, but I'm not sure why she decided to back down. She should have known if you say anything against Trump, this is what he normally does. He go on social media and he does his long rant. I mean, so what? I mean, it's just like a child screaming about candy or something that they can't get. I mean, so he does it all the time. I mean, he attacks Rand Paul and he just looks at him like, okay, whatever. You and I still vote on everything the same way. You're just, you're screaming like a girl. No offense to women.
Yeah.
But both sides. What I wish, and even what's got to happen is people got to learn to disagree and be okay with it. It's even gotten bad in the public. Like, let's say one of us go on and post something factual or opinion. Folks will get downright angry, and it's like, why can't you have a conversation without getting angry? It's like your direct deposit gonna come tomorrow, or whenever. But you don't have to get like defriend, mad, cuss me out because I have a different opinion. What's going on?
No, she shouldn't have resigned. Everybody knows the way Trump acts. Everybody knows how he lashes out. And yet now she's all of a sudden given up and, become jaded over politics. Now, when you're in the thick of the fight, now you become jaded and want to resign. I mean, I thought she was a lot stronger.
Tougher.
Emotionally.
She's got, according to Jasmine, Bush body. I mean,
And her complaint is, Washington is corrupt. Well, no, duh. I mean, you knew that when you were getting in it. You knew it.
Speaking of Jasmine Crockett, I'm pretty sure Jasmine is thinking right now, if this is all that it took for Margie to resign, I would have been brought Trump in the chambers.
I'll be going my nose, man. Look, politics.
I don't know if she wanted, but you got to look at it both sides. It's not always just Trump, but she's from a district that's pretty locked in with the MAGA movement, and so that may have been where the pressure came from. Is that?
Well, hold on. The chairman in her district, the Republican, said that he supported Margie Taylor Greene. There's a lot of local people that are supporting her. So would it have been a challenge in the primary? Yes. It's a possibility that she would have lost, but she still would have had a standing. It's not like that person would have went out there and slaughtered them. And keep in mind, Trump has done this thing where he tried to tip the scale in Georgia. He tried that against Brian Kemp and he failed. So that was a test right there to Margie Taylor Greene. Just stick with your constituents, vote how your constituents want you to vote, and believe in what you say. I don't understand how she ran from Daddy Trump like that. I mean, Jesus, really?
I think she knew, like you said, she knew she was in danger because you're saying serve her constituents. Her constituents are telling her, you need to do what this man's saying.
Yeah, but so what? I mean, you always have,
right.
The whole point is the moment you're jumping into a chaotic circus of corruption. No, every politician I think that's ever ran for office knows government's corrupt. And you do the best you can to navigate within the corruption to do something decent. And it's not going to be easy. You're going to be bashed, and you're going to have a lot of people, allies, flip on you and become enemies.
Yeah.
But You keep your focus to represent your constituents with the ideas that you think will resolve the problem, and you hope that maybe too many people don't hate your guts when your term's over. Yeah, and that's
That's
the way.
pretty much true, sadly.
And I can't believe she just gave up and resigned. Oh,
I can't believe she just gave up like that either. Like,
I got no answer the door. Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I get what you're saying now. It was kind of like you lose a fight in the school lunchroom, and so you have to go to another school. That's a little bit drastic. I think the timing of it did shock me. Knowing that at one point she was even considering a run for Senate. So to go from kind of like this gold star presence to I'm out, that was kind of quick. That was kind of
it was quick and unexpected, and really the fact that she started to go. I'll say this before she even decided to resign. I was questioning when she was going on The View and CNN. Really The View, because as much as they trash talk her, I mean, just to sit her there and just cozy up with them was laughable for me. Yeah. But I, you know what? She is not as tough as she says she is. This is all that it took. That's all I have to say. I'm curious to see what's going to come next after her, and hopefully it's somebody that is not entertaining, that's level-headed, that's moderate, that's going to go and actually get things done and not be a yes man or woman.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Conte, but most of the people in current times that have successfully been elected to office have been showboats, loudmouths.
You're so kind.
Dramatic, moderate, yeah, keep wishing. Okay, you're not going. Because I hate to break it, the voters have been responding to whoever can act more like a jackass in public.
You shouldn't talk about what's her name? Who's resigning as
Jasmine?
well? No. Oh my
AOC?
God. No, your girl out in California who's resigning, who also shocked us. Because I thought they were going to wheel her out.
Oh, Gavin Newsom is resigning?
No, your girl Congress or Speaker of the House, former female Speaker of the House.
Oh, Nancy
Pelosi. Don't speak to her like that.
Listen, I was going through the graves.
Not the graves. What are y'all gonna do with Mitch McConnell? I mean, my God.
I mean, that's the next way we're digging up.
Well, hey, we don't bear hearing him out, and he practically a corpse. What is real?
He literally.
Look, you have to admit, the man behaved like he was acting like he had a stroke in the middle of a press conference.
No.
And he went.
Act. I think he did have a stroke. I think that was on live TV.
Yeah, no, nothing. Not one person did anything.
You know what's really bothering about this? How Republicans were so fine and cool with talking about Biden, and Mitch McConnell's literally doing the same thing, and they're not even trying to say he needs to leave. Like right now, like you need to stop. We need a special election something, because you're not gonna make it.
Yeah,
Let me make something clear. I'm not against elderly people holding office, but when they have a stroke,
Houston.
It's time to get down and retire, for crying out loud. You're not in good shape.
Because you have to wonder, how's he voting? Like, is he retaining this information?
Y'all are horrible.
I think it's someone grabbing him and telling him where to vote. Oh.
Well,
that's a serious question.
As long as he does what John Thune tells him to do, he's good to go. He's good.
And what did John Fetterman? He fell and practically shattered every bone in his face. Have you seen a picture of this poor man?
Actually, you know what? If anything, we can keep John Fetterman in the Senate. He's the only one right now who has somewhat common sense.
If he doesn't kill himself, he's going to trip.
Well, God keeps bringing him back, so thank you, Jesus. So,
well, I mean, I don't mind him a Democrat, but somebody give him an escort to go places so he have a trip. I mean, the poor guy almost killed himself tripping.
Oh my gosh. Oh
Well,
my
at least
gosh.
he's doing his job.
Right. Going back to Marjorie, if I'm the GOP right now, I would be worried. I mean, it's the PSC elections that's showing some pretty red counties that are shifting pretty blue. That's interesting.
I doubt that the 14th district is going to go blue. I think that's still going to be solid red. I just hope it's not an extreme solid red. And Republicans should have thought about this before Marjorie Taylor Greene even resigned. They only have a very slim majority, so they need everybody on board just to get anything past the House. So somebody should have called down to Georgia and kiss her ass to make her to say, hey, we'll make sure you're on this board seat, after a while, whatever things that they normally do, to keep each other happy in DC. Give her the same backroom deals.
I really think that the Republican Party needs to back off from the whole financial support of Israel. And what they don't understand is currently the new wave of the new generation does not support Israel financially at all costs. And we don't really appreciate all these politicians going to Israel and kissing the wall and paying homage and allegiance to another country. You should be an American first. That doesn't mean you're anti-Semitic. It just means my priority is the people in my own country, not yours. I wish you the best of luck, but we're not going to give you our entire treasury to keep you alive. Not to mention, Israel has said more than once they don't really need us financially. They can hold their own. Well, if that's true, quit taking our money.
I want to know what this really is about. This whole love fest with Israel and Saudi Arabia, I might add, and the Middle East. What is this whole? Something's going on here?
Well, I understand the love fest with Saudi Arabia. They're trying to give us money. Hey, come on, give us money.
Yeah, we want their oil.
At what cost, though?
Well, everything has a cost. That doesn't mean you have to actually uphold your word. Just look at Donald Trump. Hey, we gave you $70 trillion and you said that you weren't going to do this. Oh, well, I must have forgot. That's all you have to do.
Well, it happens all the time.
I'll say this about Israel. So I do think that America needs to really separate herself from Israel. This whole, we need to walk down the aisle together. Anything that she does, we need to do as well. I'm kind of an isolationist. I think Israel should defend its nation, but defend its nation on its own, using your own resources, your own military. You don't need our help in any way unless it is a direct threat. I mean, they can handle Iran. They can handle all their neighbors around them. They're the only nuclear power over there, by the way. So they should be fine. I don't think America needs to get involved. And I agree with you, Clint. I don't know why politicians on both sides of the aisle are always cozying up to Israel. And the younger generation on both sides, on both political aisles, don't like this relationship. And I think it's going to change in a few years.
I also think that we need to declare AIPAC as a foreign, we call it foreign donator to our politics. We don't consider them foreign lobbyists, and we should, because they are. I think we need to cut off all foreign aid, as you said, unless they're a direct threat to us. And if we do give foreign aid, we need to respond with, well, what's in it for us? If we give you this money, what are you going to do for us? We need
they need to pay us back. That's what they need to do first.
If we give them any money, we should get some product or resource in return. It needs to be an exchange. No more this, ooh, money. We expect nothing in return. No,
that's right.
We need to be more selfish. We need to prioritize the American citizen. And we should only get involved in foreign policy when we think somebody, someone, some group, some country is a threat. If we're not a direct threat, oh, well, good luck with your war. We'll be sitting this one out. Have fun.
Because I think all that U.S. foreign aid that we are giving away, that should really go back to the American people.
I
take
agree.
care of
Right.
our resources and things that we need.
Right.
I don't believe in a nanny state, but I do think we can definitely take America to the future. I do believe that we could help the needy to get on their feet so they can take care of themselves. We
agree.
can make sure
Yeah.
our schools are sufficient. There's a lot of things that we can do with that money instead of giving it to other governments that really don't even like us anyway. I mean, we can also use that money to beef up our military to, if someone do dare decide to try us, you know, we're ready at the given moment. But we should stop giving money to a lot of these countries around the world.
That's why
Even people that's in NATO. I'm sorry. That might upset some people, but don't care.
That's where I disagree. I think we need to give it to the civilians first. We've been pouring money into the military, and we've been ignoring the civilians. Yet we point out every government project and department that gives money to civilians, and we ignore the trillions that we give to the military all the time. We need to start working on the civilians because we can't keep treating people like financial slaves, which is what we're doing. We're basically stripping them of capitalistic opportunities, giving them addicted to socialism, and then when the socialism collapses and everybody's eating their dogs and cats, we'll be wondering what happened.
All right, with that, we're going to take a step away for a minute, and we'll be right back.
Savannah, are you looking for some of the best Southern soul food? Then check out Kim's Cafe at 714 MLK Boulevard. The food is so good, you'll think that your mother cooked it. Located in the heart of Savannah, Kim's has a menu that includes breakfast anytime, lunch when you need it, and dinner so you won't have to cook when you get home. They also cater all types of events and can host your reserved event at the restaurant. Come see what everyone has been raving about. Great food, great atmosphere, and a great time. Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Boulevard in beautiful downtown Savannah.
Police in my whip must be thought I had bricks. Say I wouldn't make it, but it's happening quick. Hating on me now.
Hello, world. We're here, serving Savannah, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Brooklyn, Houston, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and the world. The best music all the time. The greatest songs ever made, every time. Tune in to Hot 2100 Savannah and get a taste for your ears. Hot 2100 Savannah, serving Savannah and the world.
When it comes to the city, I'm the key. Gotta go to court in the morning for a plea. What you gotta pay to get, I hit that for free. And when I'm in the streets, yeah, I gotta tote that heat. It's hard for you to touch it, cause I stay up out of reach. Talking about ends dirty, I'ma make them meet. I've been down too long, I be damn if I don't eat. If you want someone to try, I be damn if it's me. I see why you mad, you ain't swagging like this.
All right, we're back. It's the Watch Dogs. We are now at the 6:34 mark. We're here every Sunday at 6 o'clock, so make sure you're tuning in every Sunday. So, guys, as we shift gears, let's talk about something a little different. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Well, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I guess I'm going to be looking for a turkey. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I haven't really made any plans.
So I'll be traveling down to Savannah. I'll have the big Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday, of course. Friday, meeting up with some family members on my father's side. Saturday, that's the cousins' night out. And then Sunday, we're doing a bigger Thanksgiving dinner. So that'll be my little vacation away from Atlanta, Georgia.
That
I
sounds
get it. Yeah, I'll be basically just having family over, some traveling up. And so that'll be that. That's what's going on over on this side of the world. What's if I could, what's one of the oddest or weirdest or most interesting Thanksgiving traditions that you've heard of, seen, or know about? Just curious.
I knew a Thanksgiving tradition in college amongst the international students where they would start eating from almost the morning all the way until like 7 p.m. They would
Wow.
eat, take a break, call, eat, take a break, call, and cook while they were eating the whole day. They just turned it into like, I guess, a party or an evening party. So by the time you left, and I went to one of these, somebody would have to carry you out because you had
Wow.
too much food. But it was interesting. You eat, you take a break and talk, you converse, then they cook another meal, you eat, and it just all day long.
Interesting. Mr. Thompson, what about you?
I haven't had anything, any odd traditions, just people trying random recipes that was disgusting.
One of those situations where what am I eating? You know?
Yeah, it's like if that's not for me at least. That's not the time to experiment. That's the time to pull out the dishes that you pretty much can master or come close to that, and the other things you order in. I think it's called know your strengths.
You should know your strengths. I mean, common sense would tell you to practice this meal if you're not so confident about it a few days beforehand, before you just give it to the family. Because if the dog doesn't even want it, that's very telling.
That's kind of rough right there, boy, I tell you.
That's a big sign right there. I think what I miss is I haven't experienced a broccoli casserole at Thanksgiving in a long time. I really like that dish. I thought it was good.
Yeah, for me, I think the one I talk about things that you wish you can have again. My mom, it was 10 on my mom's side. It was 10. Well, she had 10. Well, 9 siblings. It was 10 of them in all. So we would go to Madison every Thanksgiving, and everybody would come together, and that was pretty fun. But we're down now to 2, and that's my aunt who's 90. I just saw her last week. She's 92, 93, and then my uncle who's in Arizona. So good times. But as we shift gears, y'all, let's talk about the legal system and going back to Epstein files and some other things. What's up with Pam Bondi, and what's up with this prosecutor? How you gonna try? Like, how are y'all gonna puff up like they did against James Comey and your girl in New York, and now they're looking like Krusty the Clown?
If I had to grade the Trump administration this year, I would give them so far a C-.
Listen.
They're really losing a lot of points on messaging. And I don't understand, as much as Trump loves to control the narrative, how they are not controlling the narrative, or at least executing some of these things properly. If you're going to go up against James Comey, can you please have all your ducks in a row? This whole Jeff Epstein thing, I just think, again, Trump, you're the one who talked about it on the campaign trail. So once you became president on January 20th, that should have been one of your first things, instead of having social media influencers just hold up some fake binders like they really did something. I'm not even understanding the administration. It's going to go down in my grade scale, but they are the C- right now. So I don't even know why they can't take the lead and just get in front of some of these things.
I think their problem is they're giving in to clickbait. They should have kept everything secret about Comey until they have enough evidence. And they didn't have enough evidence. They just wanted clickbait. I guess to get their base excited. Why are you getting people excited when you don't have a strong enough case? Keep your mouth shut until you have a fully loaded gun. Then give your press conference.
I would not be surprised if they're trying their best to change the subject from Jeff Epstein by even bringing this whole Comey thing up. But
Well,
the Jeff Epstein is not going to go anywhere until they just need to just address it full stop. Other than that, it's going to carry over into the midterms. So I think that's what their little tactic is doing, but it's failing. So I mean, we wasn't really talking about the Epstein that much when the government shutdown was going on. The government shutdown is now behind us. Now we're back to Jeff Epstein. If Trump is smart, go ahead and get it behind you. I would try to do it before Thanksgiving or before Christmas and just call it a day. Because if you go into 2026 with this still lagging on you, yeah, Democrats are going to take the House and they might take the Senate too.
well, I don't think so much because they're in it too. I think what we need to, my dream is that it's not only released, but none of the names are redacted. They have a full investigation of all the names on the list to see which ones just, dabbled with him and which one were actually involved in the sex trafficking. And then bring them to justice. Make them go to court, make them have to defend themselves. And when they're found guilty, put their butt in jail. I don't care if they're a politician or not. I don't care if they work for the CIA or the Mossad or whatever. If we can put them in jail and they're guilty, put them in jail.
No, I 100% agree. Like you said, I think both parties are really very deep into this, and it's not all coming to fruition, and they don't know what to do. I think even if they try to redact some names, that is not going to go over very well. I mean, it's at the point to people want to know what powerful people or who was in the file. Was our government, CIA, the Israeli government? They want to know who all was dealing with this man who has no background but becomes like a multimillionaire. And you have to ask yourself, where was he getting all his money from?
I think he was a pawn of
Definitely.
various agencies in order to give blackmail material on anyone who was wealthy or powerful or both, so they could manipulate the government and everything else. I think it was just like a PME. Let's get as much blackmail on people as we can to get what we want in government and stay in power. And
well, I think even
go ahead.
Trump in one of his rants even kind of hinted to something when he called out JP Chase Morgan. Like, why did you call them out when he called out Bill Clinton and a lot of other people? So I mean, there's a lot of things that's going on here, and I hope everything does come to light, especially for the women who had to go through this and had to go through a lot of this abuse by power.
Yeah, but
people
it's
who they probably essentially seen on TV.
It's not just women; it's little boys, it's children, it's babies, it's anyone under 18. I mean, we're talking kids. We're talking little kids here, and people being bought and sold like a piece of meat. Come on, we haven't put these people in jail.
Do you think we are?
I think what's going to happen is it will be released, and almost all the names that shouldn't be redacted will be redacted, and we won't be able to know who they are.
You say you think all the names that should not be redacted will be redacted?
Correct. And if I had my dream, all the names would be exposed. They would have to go to court, and their butt would go to jail.
Just to play devil's advocate here, what about people who did not entertain in any of the abuse that occurred, but they got money from him, or they were on his plane, but knew nothing about? Well, I don't want to say knew nothing about, but did not involve themselves in that business.
That's why you have an investigation. You find out who is hobnobbed with and who actually participated in selling human beings. I mean, you have to investigate, but you can't investigate if you don't even know who's involved. You have to know who's involved to even conduct an investigation.
Well, Republicans did tell Pam Bondi after they passed whatever this Epstein law is now called, that she has 30 days to release everything. So we'll see. even though she just came out recently and said that there's an investigation. So I feel like after a while, that's going to be her code word for pause, hold, I can't release anything. There's an ongoing investigation.
Well, I do think there are some innocent people who just did money deals with him or borrowed his jet or, or fraternized with him at a party. But then there are a bunch of people who give a whole lot more than that and help sell human beings on the market. And I want them to go to jail.
No, keep going. I was on here chewing. So.
I'm done. I was just waiting on your
input. Oh, no, I have nothing else to say about Mr. Epstein. Just the day that the files get released.
Yeah. And I think all parties that are innocent will be discovered to be innocent. And all the parties that participated in the suffering of human beings, that will come out too if we get the actual list.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, before we close out, any pressing topics that y'all have heard that we want to discuss? Are we good?
There's a couple stories about what more. Save that for the next episode.
Oh, we got some new little toys to play with, so that's kind of cool.
There was. I like that sound effect.
One more time there.
Wait, what?
Sound effect. But I will conclude with this. Can y'all get y'all Senate candidate under control? Because we hate for Collins.
Which one?
To get Mike. Is it Mike Collins under investigation or something going on with him?
Listen, tonight was just not. It was not the night for the Republican Party. That's all I'm gonna say. Like we just went from like one bad thing to the next. It's just.
I don't
Oh
know.
well, the hits just keep on coming. I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah,
I'm not. They're missing the mark over here.
you're missing the
They're
mark.
missing the mark.
I hear the Green Party
They really
has some
are.
openings. The Green Party has some openings. So I don't know.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I will go to the Libertarian Party before I go to the Green Party.
All right, come. I mean, I would run in the Republican if I had to get on the ballot. Libertarians are not allowed on ballot access right now. But in every party, you have corruption, and now we're seeing the corruption at this moment with the Republican Party. It's just like a pendulum.
Yeah, pretty much.
So don't get discouraged, Dante. There's some good people left here. Don't give up.
I mean, as much as we just railed on Biden for 4 years, you would think we would have a clean slate coming in, and everybody just, we've taken care of all of our demons. We don't have to worry about the Democrats throwing up in our face if we say something or do something.
No.
And right, exactly.
That's the perfect world.
I will admit, I wish the Libertarian Party still had ballot access, because if it's one thing, we're pretty open about our demons. We're such. I mean, you're not going to do much to embarrass us. Is this you in that picture? Heck yeah, that's me. I mean,
Right.
One thing I will say about Mike Collins, I don't like the fact that I don't think politicians should be using AI generated videos. And the reason I don't think they should, because that can become very confusing for constituents to tell what is real and what is not real. And I'm kind of worried that that's where we're going, even if they have a small disclaimer at the bottom that nobody will see. I don't think politicians should be using AI generated campaign videos.
Well,
because
they
don't work. Manipulate your opponent's dialogue. You can manipulate what they were trying to complete or trying to do. I don't think we should be even trying to go down that path.
And I was going to say that it'll work well until your opponent has a nice old video out there, and then all of a sudden it's going to be a bad thing.
You would think, why, like Republicans, why would you even think to do this? Like, I would think, no offense, Bobby, I would think the Democrats would do this first, as much as they hate Trump. But the fact that Republicans are doing this, I don't even know what to say.
you got to think somebody. Anytime a Republican's hand is in it like that, that means that somebody's going to kick back or somebody owns an AI company that need, and they're trying to fill their pockets. That's typically what's happening.
Money. Or even they save money by making AI. I think it's all about the money.
Yeah, somebody that's I mean that's y'all's MO. I mean, that's been a thing for years. That's Halliburton. We won't. Yeah. This is why we'll probably be in a war. I mean, All right, guys. We'll be back next Sunday, 6:00 p.m. with the Watchdogs. Y'all have a great week and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
I like this.